Hello, and welcome to my first ever reaction video. I am not entirely certain what possessed me to try this out, but I've decided that I will be reacting to a WikiHow article today. I typed in WikiHow to, and one of the first 5 things that popped up was survive an encounter with an ostrich. So I felt this was a great choice. And yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into it. How to survive an encounter with an ostrich. Thank you to Kira Jan for co-authoring this. I believe I'm going to greatly appreciate your contributions. Alright, imagine you're face to face with one of the most dangerous birds on earth. The ostrich. The ostrich. Extremely fast on foot, these massive birds can run up to 45 miles per hour. Not to mention, ostriches can deliver mortal blows by the sheer force of their legs and lethally sharp talons. Although they don't prey on humans, ostriches have been known to injure and kill when provoked. So how should you react? The best thing you can do is steer clear and keep your distance, just to stay away from the ostriches. If that fails, ducking for cover and hiding works best. As a last resort, you may even have to fight them. Wondering how to beat an ostrich? Read on for the ultimate ostrich attack survival guide. Alright, I like how this is starting off. Method 1. Fighting an ostrich. We're going straight to the combat. Use a long weapon. If you are forced to defend yourself against an ostrich, avoid close quarters combat. Keep as far out of reach of its legs as you can, since ostriches can kick hard enough to kill a lion. Very comforting, very comforting. I appreciate that information. Use the nearest, longest object that can be used as a weapon. So if there's one thing that's closer to me, but something that's just a little bit farther that's way longer than it, which one do I go with? I don't know. Probably the longer one. Unless it's gonna be difficult to get it, I guess. But yeah. Anyways. Such as a pole, rake, broom, or branch. I'm going with broom. That's my weapon of choice. I am face to face with an ostrich. I am fighting it with a broom. Thank you very much. And apparently, you can also use a gun, but that's not as exciting as a broom, so we will just skip that bullet point. Keep to the ostrich's side. Got this very nice diagram here. Consider yourself most at risk when the two of you are face to face. Remember that an ostrich is only able to kick its legs directly in front of it. Stay behind or to the side of the bird as much as possible to keep clear of its most powerful weapon. So if you and the ostrich are standing right in front of each other face to face, this will be the last face you see. Ever apparently. Alright. Next up, aim for the neck. Consider this to be the ostrich's weakest body part. Strike it where it's most vulnerable and least protected to defeat it more quickly. Failing that, aim for its breast. Concentrate your efforts between the two as opportunity affords. Continue to strike until it quits and run away. Just gonna whack this ostrich with a broom until it is like, aight, I'ma skedaddle, and just leaves. Damage its wings. But why? Why would you damage its wings? Because ostriches can't fly, right? So what's the point here? Maybe it'll explain. If the ostrich refuses to give up, it's like your broom is not enough to defeat me. Despite your attacks to its neck, aim for its wings when given the opportunity. Know that an ostrich uses its wings not for flight, but to alter its course more smoothly when running, just like a ship's rudder. Okay, that makes more sense. So essentially, if you beat up its wings enough, instead of, charging at you like a torpedo, it's just gonna wobble its way at you like a drunk person. definitely a little bit easier to elude. Next, go for its legs. If you find yourself behind or to the side of the ostrich with an easy shot to one of its legs, take it. Know that the ostrich's center of gravity depends entirely upon those two skinny legs. There's no, like, secret third leg. The ostrich isn't levitating, none of that. It's just these skinny ostrich legs. If given the chance to deliver one or both a blow to upset its balance, speed, and striking power, yo, you're giving all the nerfs. Just nerf all of its abilities by hitting the legs. Don't know why you wouldn't start with that, but next up, we're going to learn about evading an ostrich. This guy looks really proud of himself. He's like, yo, I have outsmarted this ostrich. It cannot find me. He's so proud of himself. Or something. I'm honestly not sure what the emotion on his face is. But this ostrich is obviously going away from him, so I guess he wins. Run for nearby cover. Expect ostriches to attain speeds of 43 miles per hour over open ground. So never try to race it, because it can go almost as fast as my really old Jeep can go before it, like, starts to freak out. Nice. If there is dense vegetation or woods close enough for you to reach before the ostrich reaches you, sprint for that. Prevent the ostrich from attaining optimum speed. That is some great vocabulary. Optimum speed. So it has less chance of outrunning you. It sounds like you're pretty doomed if you're just straight up running across the field away from it. So we've got a couple bullet points. If there's more sturdy cover than vegetation, such as a car or man-made structure, go for that. A kick from an ostrich's legs can hit you with an impact of 500 psi, which is enough to kill a human. But, like, if it can hit that hard, is a car door really gonna stop it? Like, I feel like, I don't know. Can ostriches break down car doors? This is a legitimate concern that I now have. I mean, maybe they'd just be like, ew, metal box, I'm not kick that, I'm gonna just leave, this is boring now. Maybe. If you don't think you can make it, do not attempt it. Ostriches are extremely fast and will attack by kicking you in the back as soon as they catch up to you. It you're just running, you're just trying to get to the vegetation or the car or whatever, and just feel this just impact to your back, and you're like, I'm done for. The ostrich got me. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh, interesting next picture. Conceal yourself. Ostrich is confused, but I feel like this guy looks more confused. Like, what is going through his head? I mean, I guess, considering the situation, he was just probably just vibing, having a normal day. Next thing he knows, there is an ostrich out to get him, and he is like, this is it. Either I escape this ostrich or my life is over, and this is my legacy, being murdered by an ostrich. He's probably just rethinking his entire life right now. At least that's what I'm gonna go with. Rest assured that while ostriches do eat meat, they do eat meat! They stick to insects, small reptiles, and rodents. But they do eat meat. Understand that a provoked ostrich will chase humans primarily because it feels threatened, not because it wants to eat them. But I feel like it still could. My personal opinion, but anyways. At your first opportunity, duck behind cover that conceals you from his view, rather than risk a prolonged chase. Expect the ostrich to lose interest once it thinks that you are gone. Kind of like getting vibes of, like, when you're a little kid and you want to play like hide and seek with your older sibling, and they're like, not super interested, but they're like, you know, if this is easy, I'ma just be like, yo, I found you, this is dumb, let's not do this. But then, like, the other side of that is if the older sibling just cannot find you and it's, like, gonna be difficult at all, they're just like, yeah, I'm out of here. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting. Oh, this looks fun. Elevate yourself. Remember that an ostrich is incapable of flight. If no hiding spaces are to be found on ground level, climb a tree, fence, or other structure. Wait for the ostrich to lose interest and leave before coming back down. An adult ostrich typically stands 7 to 9 feet tall, which is 2 to 4 feet taller than I am, and I feel like that's taller than most fences that you could climb up, unless this is some kind of, like, heavy-duty, like, Great Wall of China. Like, I don't think I mean, I guess if you get to the other side of the fence and it just is like, well, look, you disappeared, I'ma leave. But I don't know, maybe it could probably kick down like a regular fence, not gonna lie. It says, and let's see, we got, although it has no teeth, because teeth is obviously the greatest concern here, is whether or not the ostrich has teeth, and it doesn't. So it doesn't have teeth. Woo! Great. It may still jab at you, however, with its beak, and potentially upset your balance, because that's what you're going to be most worried about when this giant ostrich is pecking at you. Not being impaled or anything, just, you know, losing your balance and, I guess, falling to the ground where it's now going to deliver a life-ending kick to you. I feel like this is just a lose-lose situation. Seek a higher elevation to keep out of range. Got it. Oh, this part doesn't look fun. It doesn't sound fun either. Dive into a thorn bush. Opt for getting pricked by thorns instead of being disemboweled. Once again with this vocabulary. Disemboweled by the ostrich's razor-sharp talons. Wow, that just... wow. If no other hiding spots are available, jump straight into a thorn bush. Wait for the ostrich to leave before climbing out. It's like this ostrich is going to end you, but you can deal with these thorns. Expect the ostrich to refrain from poking its head in after you in order to protect its large eyes. See, because the ostrich is not going to go into the thorns and poke its eyes out, but you better jump headfirst into those thorns. And you may be blinded in one eye because it got stabbed by a thorn, but at least the ostrich will be like, nah fam, I'm not that dumb, I'm gonna keep my eyes today, thank you very much. You, however, don't get that luxury. Oh, this looks real nice. Lie on the ground. Resist the urge to run for cover or elevation if it is too far away, because, as aforementioned, this bird is very speedy. He might even say, I am speed. But, anyways, if it is too far away, instead, play dead as a last-ditch effort. Press your stomach to the ground, cover the back of your head with your arms to protect your skull. Brace yourself for the ostrich to toy with you. This ostrich isn't just gonna let you be. It is going to toy with you. Wait for it to tire of this and leave before getting back up. You just have to wait through this just ostrich just wow. Be aware that this method may still result in injury. Yeah, I think chances are. I mean, this picture definitely doesn't look like you're gonna escape without injuries. Got a couple bullet points. The risk of injury from the force of impact of an ostrich's kick is dramatically reduced when you lay down. The ostrich kicks forward, then downward with most of its force spent in the forward motion. The talons still do pose a danger. Really? Who would have thought, if you're on the ground where the talons are most of the time, that they would be a danger to you? Who would have known? Lie on your stomach to better protect your organs, since the ostrich may rake you with its talons. you are just trying to become one with the ground, and this ostrich is going to come up and just be like, stab. Lovely. The ostrich may stand or even sit on you before it tires. An adult ostrich may weigh between 198 and 350 pounds. So, you know, maybe you at least won't get kicked with that life-ending kick. But you might just suffocate because the ostrich decides that it's just going to smother you. Great. Oh, next up, avoiding encounters. I feel like this would have been a great place to start. Be like, you know, so if you just stay away from ostriches, you won't have this problem. But I guess maybe they gotta give all like the scary stuff first, so people are really like, wow, yeah, if avoiding an encounter with an ostrich is an option, that's definitely the better choice. I mean, that's how I feel, certainly at this point. Be aware of your surroundings. Whenever you are in an area that may be home to ostriches, evaluate the landscape. Avoid open areas. So, like, if you're in Australia or visiting the zoo or at wherever else ostriches are, I'm not entirely certain. Be aware. Be aware. There might be an ostrich. Avoid open areas. Stick close to cover and know which areas would be the most safe to retreat to should you encounter an ostrich that charges you. So, like, you're on some, like, kind of like savannah hike or something, you know, everybody's just vibing, enjoying the sight, and you're just looking around, you're mapping out the terrain, making sure it's not too open, looking for hiding, and they're just, like, just vibing, and then you see an ostrich, and you're like, I'm going to be the only one to survive this because I am prepared. That's definitely gonna come in handy. Lovely. Avoid close contact. Really? Wow. I didn't know that staying away from something dangerous could prevent any issues. Wow, crazy, crazy. Maintain your distance when you spot an ostrich in the wild. Consider any distance less than 110 yards as too close. If an ostrich advances toward you, back away. Even if the ostrich appears calm, never back one into a corner, since this will trigger a fight response instead of a flight one. You know, you're just vibing and you see an ostrich and you're like, you know what would be fun? I want to back this giant murder bird into a corner. Yes, that is definitely what I want to do with my life. Cause that's gonna end so well. Oh, okay, I guess, although images of people petting, kissing, or even ratting, do not, even if you want to kiss the ostrich, corner it. This is what I'm getting. Let's see, it leads you to believe that it's safe to approach them. Note that such images are of tamed ostriches from farms. Tamed ostriches. Is it really possible to tame ostriches, though? Because I feel like every video I've seen of, like, tamed ostriches, the ostrich is still, like, trying to murder someone. So, like, I don't know. Even these birds should be treated with the same caution and respect as wild ones to avoid injury. See, like I said, it does not matter if they are not wild, as some might say. These birds are out for blood. Beware ostriches during breeding season. Alright, this sounds pretty reasonable. Consider them to be at their most easily provoked at this time, especially males who are tasked with protecting the female's eggs, since ostriches tend to roam in pairs or alone at other times of the year. Recognize breeding season by the presence of herds, numbering anywhere from 5 to 50 ostriches at a time. Imagine you are just vibing, absolutely minding your own business, and the next thing you know, there are 50 ostriches staring directly at you, and all you have time to do is think, this is it. This is how I am going to go. Frightening, absolutely frightening. You guys have information about identifying males by their black feathers. white wingtips and tail plumes, and the red flesh that appears on the front of their legs distinguish females by their brown feathers and gray wingtips and plumes. I think what I'm going to do is, if I see these ostriches, I'm going to avoid getting close enough to see what colors they are, and I am gonna get my broom and jump into the thorn bushes. That is my plan. Alright, it looks like that is the end of the article. What a read. I now have an entirely new perspective on life, because now I know that I need to, you know, avoid those open areas, watch out for those ostriches. Yeah. This is my life now, avoiding an encounter with an ostrich and being prepared to lose my eyes in order to escape. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are interested in me doing more reaction videos or have other ideas or advice for me, definitely let me know in the comments. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching. I will see y'all next time.